Secretions friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another fragrance first impressions, and I've got an exciting one to share with you. It's the new Aqua Celestia from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I have literally stopped myself from buying this blind because I wanted to test it out first, but also because I wanted to share my first impressions with you guys. So if you want to know what I think about Aqua Celestia, the new one, like brand new one from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, then keep watching. Read the little insert here and then I'll give you a brief description of the notes and then let's get into this. I'm really excited. Okay, Aqua Celestia forms a seamless bond between the blue of the sky and the blue of the sea, a heavenly freshness tinted with lime, cool mint, and black currant, softened by the generous fullness of mimosa blossoms from Provence, a celestial musk-scented escape, and infinite abundance also available in a scented body range. Okay, so obviously this is a very aquatic, in the name, fragrance. It's got mimosa, black currant, mint, and what was the other one? Cool mint lime. There we go. I knew that there was some type of citrus. For some reason I thought it was bergamot, but I always think everything's bergamot. So here it is. Let's get to spritzing. I'm gonna give us a minute to warm up, or like a few seconds, and then I will let you know what okay. First off, if I'm gonna compare this, because it's a little bit, I talk about it a lot, to the Aqua Universalis Forte. This is not nearly as biting or as thick as Aqua Universalis Forte. That one to me is a very strong citrus. This one is a very light, very delicate citrus. I get the mint in there, which is really nice. It's not like a bubblegum mint. It's kind of like a more astringent mint. Like a mint, like if you were to take a mint leaf and kind of bunch it up in your hands, you get the greenness of the leaf, but also the freshness of the mint. There is musk in there. It kind of is reminiscent of the Derek Lam Silent Street, which is just a very kind of floral musk. It's really, really beautiful. I really like the musk and the mint and the lime in this. The lime is very light, but this is a very soft, bright fragrance. I'm really digging this. I don't get much black currant yet. Maybe that'll come a little bit later, but we'll see. So far, this is a hit because I really like citrus fragrances, and I kind of really like how he mixed the mint in here. Because again, it's not like a peppermint, it's not like a mint flavoring, it's like a mint leaf. You've got the greenness of the leaf, and then you've got the mint, the freshness of the mint mixed with the lime is really, really good. Yeah, I like this so far. So far, this is very unisex. I'm not getting any sweetness whatsoever. I thought there might be a little bit of sweetness because of the black currant, but I'm not getting any sweetness. It is a very light fragrance, though. Like, even after I just sprayed it, I'm not getting anything from here. So far, it seems to sit a little close to the skin as well. I'm actually going to be doing this a little bit differently. I'm going to be going, I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes to let you know how it's developed, but then I'm actually going to be going out to lunch with my mom and my husband, and I will do another check-in before I finish filming this video. So you're going to get 2 check-ins from me today because I wanted to really test this out, because you guys know I am such a fan of the Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrances. I am a little bit harsher on them when I sample them and when I test them because I generally will buy them, and I almost bought this blind, so I want to make sure that this is something that I will want to invest the money in. It's not his most expensive fragrances. It's about, I believe, $200, maybe a few bucks more, so it's not that bad, but that's for the Eau de Toilette. Also, this is an Eau de Toilette. I'll be back soon. Guys, I'm back. It's been about 15 minutes. My mom's almost here, so I'm going to do this check-in really quickly. It's still the same as it was before. It's still sitting a little bit closer to the skin than what I normally like, but the mint has been coming through a lot more in a very pleasing way for me. Again, it's not a flavoring of mint. It's not like I took mint oil. It's a green mint leaf, which is really, really nice, because a lot of times, it's kind of like when I talked about wood note. Sometimes when people do almond in fragrances, they kind of use an almond flavoring, which is kind of like that ultra sweet candy-like note, which can be really good, but to me, sometimes it cheapens a fragrance. That's what I'm getting with the mint with this. It's not a mint flavoring. It's not a mint syrup. It's like the mint leaf that you rubbed in your hands together, and so you got the greenness of the leaf, but you've got the freshness of the mint. This is a really beautiful fragrance. I will be surprised if my husband hates this. He might actually really like this. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what he thinks, and if he likes it, I'll probably be more considerate of buying a bottle, but we'll see. Anyway, I will see you after lunch.
Hi.
You're fine. You're fine. Hey, this is my mom. I wanted her to experience this. Okay, this is the new one from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. It's my fragrance first impressions. Let me spray it on you and let me know what you think. Give it a minute to warm up.
I like that.
What does it smell like?
Citrus, lemon,
Lime.
ginger.
Mm-mm.
Smells like Sprite.
You're getting way more of the lime on it than me. Smell to me.
I like that on you a lot better.
Yeah, she's getting more lime. I'm getting more of the mint leaf. So yeah, what do you think?
I like it.
Okay. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, hi, introduce yourself.
I'm Cindy. I'm the mom.
My mom. Hey guys, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed my mom's little first impressions of it as well. I'll give you her thoughts and my thoughts. It's been, let me get comfy. There we go. It's been about 2.5 hours since I wore this fragrance. We went out to lunch at a diner, then we did a little tiny bit of shopping, just kind of walked around to shop a little bit, and then came back. And I can tell you how this performs in the weather for about 3 hours, because I did try this on way early in the morning, and it is a little bit later in the afternoon, so I've been wearing it for about 2.5, 3 hours now. On my skin, as I wore it longer, the mint became more prominent and the musk became more prominent, and the lime kind of wore away. So it became this kind of like musky mint, but like I said, a green mint, not like a cool mint or a peppermint, but like a mint leaf, like green lichen grass, which is really, really nice and unique. It's a very beautiful light fragrance. It is an eau de toilette, and it sits ridiculously close to the skin, guys. So close to the skin. So, do I like this? What do I grade it? Am I going to buy it? Generally, overall, I think this is a ridiculously gorgeous, fresh fragrance. I can understand completely where he's coming from when he's talking about the sky meeting the sea. It's a beautiful, fresh, slightly aquatic fragrance. It's very light and a little bit energizing, not too much, but it's very bright and cool. I love that. I do have one issue with it though, and the fact is that after about 2 hours, I had nothing on my skin. I am getting the slightest faint, like, little bit, like I almost have to like put my nose on my arm to smell the fragrance. It's completely disappeared. So I would say this fragrance on my skin does not have really excellent longevity. Now I'm going to give this entire thing a try because I really wanted to purchase this fragrance. When I first sprayed it, my mind was like, of course I'm going to buy this. It's beautiful. But the longevity, I usually get really good longevity with his fragrances, Aqua Universalis, A Pomme, Aqua Universalis Forte. All of those fragrances last a decent while on my skin. This one, however, is literally not going. Maybe they have an eau de parfum. Let me look, actually. Hold on one second. Yeah, they only have it in eau de toilette. The price of this for a 2.4 ounce bottle is $205, and for a 6.7 ounce bottle, it's $375. Now, this is an eau de toilette. Sometimes eau de toilettes on my skin don't last. Most of the time I tend to stick with eau de parfums. Some of eau de toilettes, an eau de toilette that I prefer over the eau de parfum would be Chanel Coco. I just love the way it smells on my skin. It's so much nicer on my skin than the eau de parfum. The eau de parfum is a little bit heavier and muddier. So I think that the reason why this isn't lasting on my skin is my environment and that it is an EDT, which is really sad because this is a really beautiful fragrance. Fragrance-wise, smell-wise, how the mint and the lime and the musk mix together with the mimosa flower, like I really, really, really love this fragrance a lot. I didn't get any blackcurrant in it. I want to be very clear about that. I didn't get a single note of black currant in this fragrance whatsoever. Now on my skin it was predominantly lime and, well, not predominantly lime, mostly mint with a hint of lime. On my mom's skin it was literally like someone had squirted a lime on her arm and like took a musk and put it on there. It was completely different. She wears, her body chemistry brings out different notes than on mine, which is why we kind of will swap perfumes, because she'll, you know, I don't know, like we swap because we think things are going to work on us and then it doesn't work on me, but it works really good on her, and vice versa. Like our body chemistries just bring out weird notes. Like whenever she wears an oud, even if the oud is not, if I can't smell any oud in the fragrance, if she puts it on, oud, straight oud, just oud, she can't stand it because there's other fragrances she smells and as soon as it touches her skin, it's just oud. So for her, this was like someone squirted a lime on her skin and then just had a little bit of musk. Now she did go in the car and she did layer it with Orange Sanguine from Atelier Cologne. And that mixture, that layering with this was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. So she layered it a little bit. She was just like, oh, let me try this out. You know, it was really, really cool. So I did want to bring that into it. So I think this would be a beautiful layering fragrance if you wanted to add a little bit of a freshness and a brightness to maybe a fragrance that's a little bit heavier or warmer. I think this would be perfect for that. But on its own, I wish it lasted longer on my skin. Guys, if this lasted 3 hours on my skin, I would be like, okay. But this isn't lasting nearly as long as I wanted on my first impressions. So I'm definitely going to wear through this. And if it's something that maybe lasts longer, maybe it's just way too hot today, way too humid today, I will probably most definitely pick up a bottle of it, because overall, the fragrance, the smell is A+. This is gorgeous. But the sillage, there's zero. Literally zero. It's like my mom could barely smell anything until she was this close to me. And on top of that, longevity is way too short. So no, not even enough sillage, I think, for you to smell it when you wear it. Like if you hug someone, they might be able to smell it. So I mean, I'm gonna see how the rest of this performs before I give it recommend buy for me. I'm glad I didn't buy this blind. Although the smell of it is gorgeous, but again, the longevity is kind of eh, and the sillage is non-existent. So overall, I'm gonna give this fragrance, I'm gonna give it a B. I'm not gonna give it a C, but I'm not gonna give it a B plus because of the performance and because of the sillage. Because I think if you wear a fragrance, even if other people can't smell it, you want to at least be able to experience it a little bit. And this is just a little bit too light, but again, understand it's me and my weather and my environment, but it is a gorgeous fresh fragrance and it is really, really beautiful. I'm giving that one a B. I'm only let down by that because of the longevity. The sillage thing I don't like, but I can understand. A lot of some fragrances of mine just sit close to the skin, but the longevity is really making me sad because I have no issues with any other of his fragrances with longevity. So that one, there's just something about it that's just not working, but again, we'll wear it and see. But let's talk about last week's fragrance. Let me give you my review. I actually, hold on, where are you? I found a fourth one of these. I wore all three, and then I found another one. I have this whole area of like just samples. Just over here, just like samples, just literally littering the side of my computer, and this was underneath there. So this is what I tried last week, guys. I'll link the video below. This was Gilded Fox from Pinrose. This was supposed to be like a spicy cocoa gourmand fragrance. It's supposed to sip like hot chocolate. It's got cocoa, rum, and vetiver. What I didn't like about this was this just smelled like a scratch and sniff sticker. It was a little too synthetic for my liking, and the thing is like, it's not a bad fragrance, and the price of a bottle of this is $50, but to me this just smelled too novelty and not enough interesting niche gourmand fragrance. I mean, there's a lot of gourmand fragrances out there that play around with really making it food-like and novelty, but they do it in a way where the fragrance and the juice itself just is an experience, and it's worth the amount of money that you pay on it because it's a quality product. I cannot tell you guys this is a quality fragrance because I think that if you wait till Christmas time, Bath & Body Works or Bed Bath & Beyond or some novelty like Christmas like joke a gift thing will probably have some type of body mist or fragrance that's going to smell like hot cocoa. And I think that that will be $10 and smell like that then. This just didn't have anything to it that put it out of the novelty and made it into a nice fragrance that's really delicious and chocolatey. Again, I'm going to use an example, and I'm going to be doing a review on this product either this weekend or early next week, so if you guys have been interested in a review of this fragrance, Lilac Love from Amouage, that is coming up very soon in the next few days. That is a perfect example of a cocoa in a fragrance where it's beautifully done, where it doesn't smell like you just rubbed hot chocolate powder on your body and alcohol, like it smells like a beautiful, cocoa-y, delicious experience. So I forget what I gave this. I think I gave this a C. I think I'm going to keep this at whatever grade it was. I would think it was a C or a D. It's not, I'm not going to recommend this at all. I mean, I know some people like it, and I think this is a very playful fragrance, but if I'm talking to you guys out there and you want my personal reviews on a fragrance, the fact of the matter is this one was overtly synthetic and it just didn't have any redeeming qualities about it other than the novelty factor. And it did smell like chocolate, but again, it smelled like a scratch and sniff sticker. I keep saying scratch and sniff snicker. I know I do. So I'm going to pass. I'm going to say I'm not going to recommend this, but I do know people out there like it, and if you like it, I'm not knocking on your taste. It's just not for me. So what I'm probably going to do is I might save the sample and give this in one of my giveaways. I usually try to save interesting samples for giveaways. I have some Clementine, California. I have some really nice samples. I'm giving away a bunch of Tom Ford. So, I mean, that'll probably be part of a giveaway that I'm going to do on my Instagram very soon. So, yeah. So that's my final thoughts of Pinrose Gilded Fox. And I'm kind of sad because I really wanted to like that one. I was really excited, but unfortunately it just missed the mark. Now, I have seen reviews for Pinrose, and some people say that Gilded Fox is not a good interpretation of the house, that it is one of those polarizing fragrances where either you love it or you hate it. The other ones are a little bit nicer and more people tend to enjoy. So I'm not saying Pinrose is not a good house. I'm not saying that Pinrose does gimmicky fragrances. I'm saying that specific fragrance was not good, so I'm not going to recommend it. But for this guy right here, again, I'm giving it a B, based purely on longevity and sillage, because the fragrance of this is just stunning. But it has not been performing, but we will see how it goes as I wear it more throughout the next few days. So Friday, unless I do a fragrance first impression on Monday, I don't know, we'll see. I have a lot of samples to go through, so I might. But I will give you my final review of Aqua Celestia from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, the next fragrance first impression, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like my fragrance first impression videos and you like my fragrance videos in general, remember to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this. Also guys, don't forget to subscribe because it's free and I'm free. And I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye!